Zaffar, Waseem is chairman of the Social Cohesion and Community Safety Overview and Scrutiny Committee, was an outspoken critic of the veil ban. Waseem, good morning to you.
Good morning, Adrian.
Yeah, what do you make then of the U-turn?
I think it's a victory for common sense and for the democratic process. Clearly, Dame Christine Braddock and the leadership of the college have heard the views of both sides. There's been a lot of people for this particular policy going ahead. There's been a lot of people for the U-turn. There's been 8,000 people who've signed a petition within 48 hours. There's been elected members like myself and the 2 local MPs who've raised concerns with the college, and I think common sense has prevailed, and she's made the right decision to allow students to wear a veil because there are no security issues. I've not come across any female who wears a veil who's not willing to reveal her identity at the point of entry to a security guard to confirm who she is and that she is a student of the college. So the original reasoning around security was baffling. And the college has made the wise decision. I think other people like Dame Christine Braddock should make these decisions when they clearly realise they made a wrong decision and be brave enough to admit that, and she's clearly done that.
Yeah, we did invite Christine Braddock again to appear on the show. She was good enough to answer our call on Tuesday. We haven't heard back from her today, but of course, if she does want to speak on this show, we'd welcome her. Waseem, you say then that you don't believe there was any real security issue underlying this ban?
No, clearly not. I would never ever support anything that jeopardizes the security and safety of the people I represent and the people of this great city. These students just and let's be clear. Look, I've got 4 sisters. None of them wear the veil. None of them wear the hijab. It should clearly be left to the individual's concern how they want to dress. And I think it is oppressive towards women. I think it's also patronising towards women when we say you should dress like this and you shouldn't dress like this. Let them decide how they want to dress, like any other individual in this country. You know, we talk about one of the biggest strengths, and something I'm really, really proud of within this country, and a country that I'm very, very proud to be part of, is the fact that we have a freedom of expression. We have this independence to decide what we want to do. We're not like the French who dictate what we should be wearing. And this individual, this pipsqueak of an individual called Holloway, right, he's supporting this policy, this Islamophobic policy in Parliament, and it's not even reflective of the Conservative Party that he belongs to. I think he will find out at the next general election what people really think of him, because he will be de-elected from Kettering. He by no means represents the people in this country. He represents his constituency that he's been democratically elected to do so, and he will not be an MP in 2015.
Well, that's speculation. One or two callers have said, look, Waseem, in reality, because the issue of face covering in terms of wearing a balaclava, a hoodie, a cap in class, presumably the college isn't going to allow that. So in effect, the only people who will be allowed in class to have their faces covered will be young Muslim women. So in a sense, that is one rule for one sector of society and another rule for the rest, isn't it?
I think we in Birmingham and within this country respect cultural and traditional values that people hold, and sometimes also faith values that people hold. There is 2 sides to the argument whether wearing a niqab is something that's required in Islam or not. But these women decide to wear it because they believe in it, and it's part of their civil liberties. So let's allow these women to do what they want to do, as long as it's not a security risk. And I clearly do not think it's a security risk. I'd like to see the college now concentrate on what they should be doing, and that is providing a first-class educational support to these individuals. I've raised some concerns about some of the attainment levels of certain ethnic groups within the college, and I hope that the college will start to address these and concentrate on that, rather than getting involved in some of these political and baffling policies that they were proposing to do so.
Waseem, thanks for joining us. Waseem Zaffar, councillor in Birmingham, chairman of the Social Cohesion Overview and Scrutiny Committee. Cosley Baggy says another surrender to the minority.